What if you're not supposed to know who you are yet? We grow up being told there's a deadline. 18, you should know your path. 20, you should have a plan. And if you don't, something feels wrong with you. Like everyone else got a manual you somehow missed. But here's a thought that might actually set you free. You are not born with a purpose already written inside you. You're not a finished statue waiting to be uncovered, chipped away at until the real you appears. You are something closer to a river, shaped by every choice you make, every direction you move in, every time you decide who to become next. This isn't just comforting talk, it's an idea philosophers spent decades building. Jean-Paul Sartre called it existence precedes essence, which simply means you exist first and only through living, choosing, acting. Do you start to define what you are? There's no hidden blueprint sitting inside you, waiting to be discovered. No secret answer key buried somewhere in your personality. The meaning isn't found, it's built slowly through what you actually do. So why does it feel so heavy then? Why does scrolling through everyone else's figured it out life make you feel like you're falling behind? Because we've confused calm with stagnation. We've been taught that peace means having all the answers, that certainty equals success, that if you're not chasing something loudly, posting about it, optimizing it, you're wasting time. So we compare. We watch other people's highlight reels and quietly assume they know something we don't, but almost nobody does. Most of what looks like certainty from the outside is just someone managing their own uncertainty a little more quietly than you. The 18-year-old who seems to have it all planned out is often improvising just as much as you are. They're just better at making it look intentional. Maybe not knowing yet isn't a gap to panic over. Maybe it's space. Room to choose without being cornered by who you think you're supposed to be, or who your parents expected, or who looked impressive in a group chat 3 years ago. Albert Camus took this even further. He looked at a universe with no built-in meaning and called it absurd, not in a hopeless way, but almost in a freeing one. If nothing is handed to you in advance, then nothing can be taken away from you either. You're not failing some cosmic test. There was never a test to begin with. There's no panel of judges grading whether you've found yourself on schedule. That doesn't mean do nothing. It doesn't mean drift aimlessly and call it philosophy. It means stop waiting for the one big answer and start trusting small, honest movements instead. A conversation that quietly changes your mind. A class you almost skipped that ends up mattering. A version of yourself you try on for a week and let go of without guilt when it doesn't fit. None of it has to be permanent. None of it has to be the answer. It just has to be real right now, in this version of you. Here's the part most people skip. Identity isn't a destination you arrive at and then stop moving. It's not a finish line where someone hands you a medal that says you figured it out. It's closer to a practice. Something you keep doing again and again, the way a musician keeps playing even after they're good, not to finally arrive somewhere, but because the playing itself is the point. Think about who you were 2 years ago. Different opinions probably, different taste in music, in people, in what felt important. Were you wrong back then? Not exactly, you were just earlier, still becoming, and you're still earlier than who you'll be 2 years from now. That's not a flaw in the system, that is the system. That's what it means to be a person instead of a finished product. So the question isn't really who am I? That question assumes there's a fixed answer hiding somewhere, just out of reach. The better question might be, what do I want to do next with the person I am right now? Small, honest, doable today, not in some imagined future where everything is finally sorted out. You don't need to find yourself like you're searching for a lost object in a messy room. You need to build yourself one choice at a time, the same way a river finds its path, not by knowing the ocean in advance, not by mapping every bend before it moves, but by moving anyway and adjusting as the land demands it. So if you're 18, 19, 20, and you still don't know, you're not behind, you're not broken, and you didn't miss some instruction manual everyone else got. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Not finished, not lost, just becoming. And maybe that's not the problem to solve. Maybe that's just what it actually feels like to be alive, right now, at this age, in this moment, still in motion, still unwritten, still yours to decide, yours to